This is how the birds look at the moment. They're coming along. I added some white highlights to these feathers and some dark blue to the top bird. And I added little touches of yellow just here and there that were left on my brush just to see the effect. It will add to the background, but really was just cleaning my brush on the canvas. And now I'm going to start painting in the emerald green leaves, which I hope will look emerald green. I just can't get my brush clean. But I'm still going to add more feathers to the birds because I need to use my little round brush for that. And I didn't have it with me or nearby at the time. But also I do want the colours to dry a bit before I add the last layer of feathers. Anyway, so now this is the emerald green and I'm using the felt brush and hoping to get something similar to those leaves there. Whether I will or not remains to be seen. But I mean, essentially I'm just laying the brush flat and dragging it out like that. And then I will need to make, it didn't come out exactly the right shape, but so just a little. Okay, so that's more or less. So I'll carry on doing that off camera because it's really hard to do it with the camera in my hand. So I've added the emerald green leaves all over. I'm still adding a few more here and there, like here where there's nothing much, but there's other colour around the bird. And I will add some other colours of leaves as well. They won't all be emerald green. But as you can see, some of the shapes are just the flat of the filbert brush, which gives a nice shape, and then it also allows the white to shine through from underneath. And then sometimes I use the side of the brush for a different shape of leaf, or bunch of leaves. So, and I'm adding a few here on the tree as well. So I'll add in the stalks and the extra little bits afterwards. I added touches of orange and touches of yellow to some of the leaves, and now I'm adding some thin branches that are holding the leaves, thin little stems, should I say, and because they're not all just hanging in mid-air, and they're not coming off such thick brown branches. So where I can, I mean, I can't see everything at this angle, but I need to actually put the camera down and the canvas and then just look at it and see, get a sort of global perspective of what's missing, what needs to be added. And last of all, I will add in the sky. That's my progress so far. The painting has dried overnight and I'm quite happy with the leaves compared to the leaves in the acrylic pour. It's a very similar green, not exactly the same, but I'm happy. I mean, what I liked about these is that the way it blends with the white, and then you have dark patches and light patches, so you don't even really need to paint the leaves, you know. Although I did shape some of them I just I think I just brushed on with a brush. Anyway, yeah, and so, but I'm happy with the colour of these leaves. These leaves look emerald green, and I've added a few brown and a few yellow ones here and there. I like the birds. All I need to do now is refine the background, and I'll do that by painting in the sky, and at the same time I'll refine some of the leaves and add a bit of yellow and pink to the sky. I'm going to do that on my lap, as I can't do that close work standing up. Light is everything, and in this room you can see the leaves are much brighter and lighter than they were in the other room, simply because I've got a big window behind me and there's a lot of light coming in. But I'm starting now to refine, and like I said, I need to do this close work on my lap because I can't see properly, and even what I'm seeing is very blurred, but I'm using this little angled brush, which really is helpful for getting into corners, and I'm starting with some pink, just a muted shade of pink, which I have left over from another painting, which I just think is pretty and will help to refine these leaves and stalks and stems where they got too thick. So I don't worry about those things when I'm first doing the painting, because that is after all just the underpainting. This is my progress so far, and as you can see, I have added in sky around the leaves, and sometimes I have obliterated the stems or just refined the branches of the trees, and I'll come back again once it's dry and add marks where I think they need to be of stems or branches. This side I haven't done yet, so you can see the difference. And I have also refined the beaks and the birds, added more of the darker blue to the feathers. So I don't think I'll need to add white highlights. I like the colour as it is, but I'll see how it dries. And this bird I'm not finished with. I need to fix his beak or her beak. And yeah, now I need to start on this side. And then I'm going to add some yellow. I was going to add that in the beginning, but I got carried away with my blue. And so I'm going to add some yellow now. So you'll see how I do it. And this side, I covered over the pink. I didn't really like the pink on its own, but it's a nice mixture of pink and blue there. I think it's a bit softer. And now I'm going to add in, like here, a little bit of sunshine coming through there. And here I've added white because I had to refine the beak, so I can add the yellow over that. I like there to be a little bit of yellow light around the birds. Again, not that much, but you know, doing it with one hand, a little bit difficult. So that's how I'll proceed, and you can see this is a nice little brush for doing close work, and size is obliterated, but I think it's just the smallest size that was in the pack. So I mean, I buy these brushes in packs, and I just use you know, according to my needs. And normally I don't use small brushes a lot. I use the big brushes the most, like you can see that full bit. But for the fine detail, I like a small ankle brush. The painting is coming along, and as you can see, I've made a lot of changes. Refined all the birds, the beaks, the feathers. I changed the colour of the tree so that now there are many layers of different colours. And basically I added a mixture of the orange and the ultramarine blue mixed with a bit of white. I added that as a layer over. So the different blues and oranges or burnt umbers make lovely tree colours, but you know, I don't paint the same colour from all my trees. It just depends on the painting. I think this just looks nicer than the colour that was there before, although I like the colour in the acrylic pour, which was a mixture of red and green, but it wasn't working for me in this painting. So now I'm going to just finally refine the leaves with a bit of the phthalo green that's left, no, emerald green. And I think I may need to add a bit more to the palette. It's not much left since yesterday. And again, I'm using my little angled brush to refine the leaves. I took the big filbert brush for the tree. I didn't like the effect of the little brush. And I don't have to do this on all the leaves. In fact, I don't have to do it at all, but I just want to do it around some of them, because although obviously in a tree you're not going to see every leaf, I do want them to just be a little bit more distinct. And then once I've done that, I will cover the edges of the painting with the blue, but you don't need to see that. I'll take a photo at the end. That's the outcome of my oil painting of bluebirds in the forest, just on the branch of a tree. And I think it compares well with the acrylic pour. Definitely I got more satisfaction out of painting with a paintbrush these bluebirds, and I like the colour of this tree, but I like the colour of this tree as it was just it evolved naturally and was suited the birds and the blowout. those colours. So, but what I most like is the leaves and the glitter on the birds, the subtle soft sheen of the pearlescent gold and the other gold which runs through everything. And obviously there's no gold in this painting. This is oil. I don't have, but I believe there is gold in oil, but we don't have it here. So anyway, it doesn't bother me in the least because I don't have to have gold in everything, but it does give a nice sheen to acrylic paintings. But here, this painting will have its own natural sheen with the lovely colours once I've oiled it out and put a coat of varnish on. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please like and comment and let me know your thoughts. Bye for now.